So, as some of you are aware, I recently met a gentleman by the name of Chris Wood, and he is actually my soulmate. And when Chris and I had a chance to sit down and talk about it and compare notes, we realized that we met at the exact time that the divine wanted us to meet. And we realized that the other side spent a lot of time and effort essentially getting us ready for each other. So I wanted to talk about some of the things that Chris and I discussed in that conversation about how we felt the other side literally prepared us for one another. Part of that discussion was him letting me know that my YouTube videos actually helped him get ready for me. So it was pretty amazing to hear that, unbeknownst to me while I was making them, a lot of my YouTube videos were actually getting my soulmate ready for myself. And I'm also going to upload an older video that I made called What's Wrong with Being Single? Because the other side has a very different view of being single than we do. They view being single as an opportunity for personal growth and development. And I will include a link to that video in the description box below this one for your viewing pleasure. But when Chris and I talked about how we feel like we've changed and evolved and grown as souls, it was really the strategy of the other side guiding us down our individual paths so that when we came together, we just clicked and we just fit, and we could be these two strong, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically healthy people for each other and have a stronger relationship as a result. So Chris said that he was at a point in his life where he was experiencing stagnation and lack of momentum and not really feeling engaged in life and just really depressed and didn't know why. So he stumbled across my YouTube videos and he said that he found it comforting to see someone who believed in truth and self-betterment like I did. And he said it was the cold hard truth that really got to him and really left an impression, because he said it stood out like a beacon of light. And it is really what kind of piqued his interest and his curiosity about me, which compelled him to watch my other YouTube videos. So while he was watching my YouTube videos, this was back in like early 2017, while he was watching my YouTube videos, he also tried to explore the truth of subjects he wasn't really familiar with, like soul contracts, soulmates, the collective consciousness, etc. He read books, and he ended up joining a Reiki center and pursuing Reiki after he got a session with me. He actually got 3 45-minute sessions with me over the years, but during one of the sessions, I encouraged him to pursue learning Reiki, and he actually did that, and he stuck with it to present day. So he currently is still practicing Reiki. And this Reiki center is really what kind of opened him up. It gave him this whole new world to explore of healing arts. And he said that it really shattered his physical view of life. He is a civil engineer, so his world was filled with very, real world grounded people, and he had this exposure to this other spiritual world, and it really offered him a chance to be in close quarters with other people who were seeking healing and self-care. So he got an opportunity to share that with people, and that was really special to him. And he ended up, continuing to go to this Reiki center, and he said he would volunteer to help any chance he got. But he saw people making, personal strides with self-love and growth and stability, and he was really touched by their self-care and also their results. And so he said self-care was something that he really needed to work on. So these people that would come into the Reiki center would truly inspire him to take care of himself. So that self-love and self-care really kind of struck a nerve with him. And he said that he kind of felt like detached from other people and felt like he was kind of a loner and had this protective wall up around him. and being around other people who were really kind of opening themselves up and being vulnerable and sharing this personal information with him actually helped him to lower his wall and really try connecting with others in a truly meaningful way. And he just felt like he was re-engaged and just really found delight in these softer people. And he was very, very protective of their vulnerability. He just wanted to support them and boost them up. So the experience also ended up really just softening his heart. So yeah, see the power of Reiki, you guys? Giving Reiki, receiving Reiki, being in this community of like-minded people, being out there physically at a brick and mortar place with other people who are on the same page as you, other healers. Birds of a feather flock together. So this was a very warm, loving environment for Chris to flourish in. So I'm really glad that he found this Reiki center. So it helped open his heart and lower his wall. And it's another thing is that they're saying, well, he said that he also felt like his spirit guides were guiding him to a healthy lifestyle through one of his friends at the Reiki Center. He was invited to play tennis and kind of get back into that sport. And that's exactly what happened with me too, is my spirit guides encouraged me to dust off my tennis racket and get back into tennis as well, because when they brought me and Chris together, they wanted us to play with each other, and they said that would really be a fun sport for us. So yeah, they encourage Chris towards a healthy lifestyle, diet, exercise. They encourage me towards a healthy lifestyle in an effort to get us ready for each other as well. And really what they were trying to do was make us energetic matches for one another so that our lifestyles match too. No drugs, no alcohol, none of that stuff. Just good, pure, clean fun, right? So another thing that we feel like they also guided us towards was just to focus on optimism. Remember my video, Let's All Be Pollyannas? Just a really big focus on optimism and the power of positive thinking, so that when we did meet each other, we could come into each other's lives and really be that beacon of light and support for one another, and just really be the strong partner that the other needs us to be. And, create this warm, loving environment of trust, so that we can build each other up and continue to grow as souls together on this path. So that was really what I wanted to share about Chris, and obviously I got his permission to share all of this. But as you guys know from my past videos, I was extremely codependent. I would just jump from relationship to relationship to relationship, whatever, no sense of self, would totally lose myself in the relationship, like, oh, this is so great, wonderful, and I just turn into a puddle on the floor. And my angels literally saw me repeating this pattern over and over and over again in each relationship I got into. And it was causing needless pain for me, needless pain for my partners. And they saw me just banging my head against the wall over and over. And they wanted me to stop repeating that pattern. So they literally pulled me off the dating field, called a timeout, and put me on the bench. And they asked me to work on my codependence. And I specifically told them I didn't want to be codependent anymore. And they said, okay, we'll help you, because therapy wasn't working for me. And I was getting really frustrated. And this was many, many years ago, back when I was still in marketing. And they said, okay, we'll help you. So they guided me to dating seminars, books, meditations, you name it, I did it. They guided me to a whole bunch of stuff. And they knew that this knowledge and wisdom would really help pull me away from the codependence, because all I needed to do was learn and grow and just practice this stuff. So that's exactly what they did. But this was a really hard path for me to walk, because when they pulled me off the field, I got mad. I wanted a boyfriend. What are you doing? What do you mean timeout? What do you mean I can't date right now? Really? Come on. Really? I'll just repeat patterns? If you bring somebody else onto my path, I'll just screw it up again. Come on, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I said, no, Christine, it's a timeout. This is for your highest good and other people's highest good. This is a timeout. And that's what they did. Is I would work all week, and then I would spend my weekends sitting in hotel ballrooms at these seminars, feverishly taking notes. And I learned, and it worked, and it helped. And my spirit guides pulled me away from the codependence. But it was really hard. And I remember going through the victim mentality where I was feeling sorry for myself. I was mad at my spirit guides. I was coming from a place of pride and ego. Let me back on the field. Let me back on the field. I want to date again. And it's like, no, you're not ready. You're still not ready. So that's why if you guys are frustrated because you are single and you've been single for a long time and you're just getting really mad, well, I encourage you to take the opportunity to really look in the mirror and ask yourself, how can I be a more solid, stronger partner for somebody? You know, what changes can I make in myself to be a better partner when the other side does bring that significant other onto my path, right? What can I do to get ready for them? That's really important because the other side is all about soul's growth. And when I look at, me and Chris comparing notes on everything that really happened to us mentally, emotionally, spiritually, what was going on with us, it was all strategy. It was all pure love and strategy coming from the other side in an effort to bring us onto each other's paths in a condition where we're just ready for each other. We're just ready and everything fits and everything clicks. And we can create that loving relationship that both of us want and need. So this is for you guys out there who are watching, where maybe you're just really sad and lonely and anxious and frustrated and depressed. And you're like, why am I on the bench? Why do I feel like I've been pulled off the dating field? Why am I in a timeout? Well, I just want you to question that. Maybe it's just pure love and light coming from your angels and pure strategy for self-improvement and growth. So when they do bring that partner onto your path, you just fit. And in the meantime, take care and be well. Thank you.